Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Hope you all are good. Spent the morning shoveling this morning. Absolutely insane amount of snow for this time of year. It's not a lot of snow in general, just for this time of year. So we're going to clean up a little bit here. We've got some stuff to do. Hopefully my mic is picking up. Yeah, it should be. I see it on OBS, so it must be going. Let me see. I put this away somewhere. Okay, so what do we do today? Well, I have found my Nevermore stuff. So we can put together the Nevermore filter I printed the other day. Don't know where it is. Oh, here. So we can put together the Nevermore filter. I'm just missing one fan. I stole it from my other one, and I'm missing some bolts and the heat set inserts because, yeah, I use it for the other Nevermore. But I'm sure, I mean, we have tons of bolts and stuff in stock, so it should be perfectly fine. Also, we have a unboxing to do. So this came in yesterday, and I've only opened it to remove my address from the paper inside. Let me see. Yeah. So I've got a crap load of stuff in here, and I want to take a look at this stuff, run some demo software, etc., etc. Oh, got a spider on here. And then at some point we need to troubleshoot this latest project here. Hopefully it's something simple. Although with me involved, it never is. Okay, let's get started. We're gonna probably start by doing the Nevermore. I don't know if there's any heat set inserts that are actually needed in this. There's a bill of materials available online, but like, I think this one eliminates the need for heat sets. Unless, oh, maybe these need heat sets though. Let's take a look here. So, fan definitely goes in here. We're gonna have to trim up this stuff. But that should fit in there. So what holds, oh yeah, this is clipped in. I remember now. So we have to scrape out all the supports here. I don't know if you can see that. Here, I'll turn on the lights, might be better. So we're gonna have to scrape out this support because, yeah, there's little chunks in there that are supposed to attach the fans. So the fan goes in like this, and then this fits in this little piece, clips it all in there. But it doesn't seem to be fitting. It has to go up more. Might have to trim a little bit of the fan off here. This should clip in. Oh, there we go. So that clips in there. So that'll go right inside there. I don't want to force it in just yet. And then there we go. There's the fan. So we may not actually have to trim any of this stuff. That might be inconsequential. In fact, there, I made the decision. So that's in there. So now I think these come out, and I think this comes over this way. And then the next fan goes in there. And then this is actually like gated. So it blows across this. And then this is where the material goes in, and that material is here. I don't know how many fits in here. I think you should be able to fit 4. And then the real test is going to be how, if we can smell anything after. Yeah, I'm not convinced. Like, this is not going to be easy to pack in there. How does that go in? Maybe if I scrunch it up. Okay, here's the plan. Oop. I'm gonna scrunch it up a bit. And I'll try to pack them in tightly this way. Sort of like that. And I should be able to get 3 in there. And I think 3 will be enough for at least a trial run. And then that would mean I'll have 1, because I have 6. The kit came with 6 of these, so then I'll have 1 replacement. And then I also need to test if this like loose carbon is going to be good for that too. Just tamping it all down now. Getting a little hot here. It's kind of cold outside, but it's not too bad in here. Let's see, what's the temp down here? It is 18. All right, now where is the jalousie lid? It goes this way. You kind of gotta help it around the corner. see, get this down. There we go. So that's all packed in there. And then this will magnet onto this. A little bit of warping, as you can see. Corners up a little. Now I just got to find another one of these fans. And we should be good to go. Wrong fans. Also wrong fan. Let's see. Should be at least one in here. That is an extruder. Have a big box of 3D printer parts. It's kind of too big to be on camera, so you have to deal with me being off camera for a little. I'm like 100% sure I've got one of these fans extra somewhere. There we go. Had two of them. So these are the fans. So there it blows, and then this goes down this way. I'd have to fit it this way first. Oh, and I have to take the wires out of the channel. And then this should fit in like so. There we go. So we got two different brands, but it doesn't matter. And then I should have another one of those 3D printed clips. Let's see. So around the area where the other one was. Oh, there it is. So here's the other 3D printed clip. And then it should sit like so. And there we go. So nicely clipped in there. And then both these little cables will come over this way. So I guess I'll have to check, see if these two holes are for heat sets. That looks good, that looks good. And then this hole up here, so you run your cables underneath there, and then you connect them to these Wagos. So to these Wagos, and then these Wagos, they go right in here. They should fit. Yeah, they fit pretty much perfectly in there. So both the Wagos go in there. Magnets go in here. So probably before we mess too much with the Wagos and the electronics, let's actually glue in the magnets so we can get to it. So the magnets are not here, probably because I used them. So let's I believe this is the correct size. I'm just going to break some off of the stack. Put the stack away. I think these are 6 by 3. Oh, these are too small. I think we'll make them work. Okay, so you need to know magnet polarity. So let's mark these magnets with something. So let's put like a piece of metal. So as long as they all go with the piece of metal away, we'll be good. And we need some glue. I think this one might be out. All right, so we have one glue tube left. I'm gonna move this up a bit so you guys can see better. Last glue tube. Okay, let's put a dab of glue in there. Pop that one in. Oh, gotta be careful getting glue everywhere. So that's in. I just want to make sure it's all the way down. That's good. Let's do it again over here. A little bit too much glue there. Yeah, like way too much glue. Let's grab a piece of paper and just wipe it off there a little bit. Probably too much glue here too. And we'll do this last one here, and we'll let that set. The Voron designers love gluing in magnets, which is a great design feature. Okay, there we go. Sacrificed my fingies a little bit there. There we go. Let's let this set. And then the importance is going to be to be able to glue the other side in the same direction. So we're going to have to flip the way that our magnets sit. No, wait, no. Yeah, same direction. That's right. So gonna have to flip the way our magnets sit because they're gonna have to interface like this. So I'll have to come in from the back side. But that should work. Let's look up the instructions on the Nevermore V6, see if a heatset insert might go in here. I don't 100% know. I think it might. But yeah, let's let these set before I accidentally pull one out and ruin the glue. Okay, so let's grab my coffee. Gonna have to put more crazy glue on the list of stuff to buy. Here we go, screen. That's V5. Did I print the wrong one? There's the V6. Okay, this is the one. This is the correct one. Do I have an angled outlet? Anyways, okay, two 50-15 blowers. Eight magnets, that's good. So this is support material that you get rid of. Done that. Done that. I don't know what they're trying to show me here, but I see this here. Yeah, fan wiring, simple. Just one insert. Or two inserts. So it doesn't really say. I guess it's just one. I don't know where else it would go. That's the V5. There's the V6. I don't know where the inserts go. Let's take a look.
Welcome, everyone. I want to do...
Yeah. Intro, GitHub, slicing files. Uh-huh. Fans. Wiring. Okay, he's putting it onto a JST. I don't think that's necessary. Oh, but it fits in there. Okay. I get it. It's meant to just slide in there. Okay. Magnets. The jalousie. No, nothing about heat sets. Doesn't have a heat set in there. Oh, there. Just one. One heat set. All right. In we go. That should be pretty much dry now. So we need the one heat set there. So that is the, that's going to be an M3 heat set. I don't have any left in the kit. But I should have, oh, here we go. Look at that. This is an M3 heat set. So we're gonna put this one in. I have my heat setting kit in here somewhere. Let's just make sure this is correct. Make sure that it fits an M3 screw. This won't be the M3 screw we're going to use, but it's going to be at least letting us know if we're the right threads. Yeah, that's M3. Perfect. Oops. This guy in there. Like so. Put this guy in there. Like so. That's a very loose fit. I'm not convinced that's the right size then. It might be too narrow, because I thought the heat sets I had were Voron standard, but maybe not. Let me check. I've got a Voron hardware kit with a couple of stuff left in it. So here's the heat set. It's M3. Let's see if it fits tighter. Okay, yeah, it is bigger. Okay, so this may not be Voron standard. I did just randomly find it on my workbench though, so who knows where it's from. Away it goes, and this goes over here. So yeah, let me get my heat setter installed. So which one is M3? This one. All right, pop this guy in, and then this needs to heat up for a little bit. That should be correct. Dropping that in there, yep, that's good. All right, heat. Probably won't need it that hot. Let's go to like, I don't know, about let's go 180 C. Oh wait, actually I should go higher than that, because ABS is like 240. There we go. Okay. So we can also, while that heats up, we can do the magnets for the other half. And so since I want the magnets to go in this way, I'll take my marker off and flip it to the other side. So now they'll go in this way, and then they'll be able to catch that way. Just need a drop in there. And they fit very loose. And in you go. There we go. So that's eight magnets total. But you got to think of these things as tools, right? So your tools are going to last a long time. It's okay to invest the relatively expensive magnets on it. Okay, that can go over in the stash. And this should be sufficiently warmed up now. There we go. And I want to just slightly below the surface, so that is accurate there. So that is the insertion. Oh, the soldering tip. So there it is. And now I guess we do some wiring. I can shut this back into here, and that goes back to the side. So essentially, we need these kind of off the screen, am I? So these are going to go into Wago terminals just about there. So maybe chop here. And this will go into a Waco terminal just about there. So chop here. Give these a little strip. Like so. I do have some auto strippers I can use. Like so. And then we'll split them apart. I guess I'm gonna have to go and give it a little bit of a score down the middle because it's not parting. Okay, there we go. Now we can twist together red and red. And we can twist together black and black. Now you don't have to, but I think I will put a bootlace ferrule on them. Because I mean, smoke them if you got them. Actually, just in, will it fit through the Wago? It should. So this is what we're going to be hooking it up to, this long cable. There's a second long cable. I'm not sure why, but we'll figure it out. So, looks like the Wago will be pretty tolerant of bootlace ferrules, so let's put a ferrule on. It's a smoke 'em if you got 'em type situation. Feels like it doesn't quite fit well in the ferrule, so I'm going to squish. Oops, I'm going to squish the plastic a little bit in order to make it a little bit wider so that the two insulation, that the two wires' insulation will fit side by side. There we go, that fits a bit better, and then we actually have a little bit of wire poking out the end, which is perfect. There we go. Bootlace ferrule. Gonna do the same thing with the blue one. I don't have black, I just have red, blue, and yellow. But I bought this kit years ago, and I don't see myself needing to buy any more for another bunch of years. Okay, and give that a good crimp. There we go. And then we can pop these in some Wagos. So this kit seems to have come with legit Wagos, or at least, you know, knockoffs. They're not like they're not like the Chinese owned brand. They're either legit Wagos or clones. Okay, I got a little length of wire here. And we'll run this through here. And I think the goal is you're supposed to crimp a connector, but I think I quite like this. Oh, maybe the connector is there. Yeah, so the connector is there so that you can pull it out and change the material, but I guess I won't bother with it for now. This is going to be running inside of my Centauri Carbon anyways, so it's already not going to be used in the way it was intended. Oop, missed my shot. Okay, so that's good. So let's route the wires out. So these wires go across like so, and they go into that little slot. And then you can just put the little Wagos down in that little hole, like so. There, that fits like perfectly. I just need to route this across like that. Grab these cables, put them in this little slot, and then just slide those down. Oh, I forced too much and I broke the little piece. Well, that wasn't very smart, now was it? Well, it'll just have to hang on there. And then goes like so. And there we go. It's fully installed. The cover leaves a little bit to be desired. That's okay. This should be perfectly glued in. And it is. So a little bit of leakage because it warped a little bit on the bed. And looks like you put the mounting screws through there. So let's see if it actually blows air through the front here, if it all leaks around. So if it all leaks around, I guess I'm gonna have to, I don't know. Does this fit better the other way? Kind of makes no difference. Oh, it does go this way though. Little notch there. Needs a little screw up there, but let's see if it works. So if this notch is a problem, then I'm just going to deal with it. I'm going to put tape or something. I just really need this for ABS printing. Okay, so that goes in here. Okay, and then VSET 24, enter, and here it goes. Seems like I do have a lot of leakage. Don't know if you can hear the change in tone there. So when it's tight, it definitely blows through here when it's tight. So right now it's 3.12 watts. When I put this in, it's 2.64 watts. When I hold it down, it's 2.4 watts. So, oh, we're losing. There is a lot of pressure. So I seem to be losing a lot of air through here. But it's definitely blowing through the top. Okay. So I want to sand down the middle here. Because if I sand down the middle here, I should have a little bit more, like this will come in more and the magnets will interact better. And you can't sand the middle of this because that has that sealing ring around it. I don't know if you can see a little raised ring around it. So I'm going to give this a quick sand. Needs a bit more. Yeah, these magnets are definitely the correct way around. Just good. I just need to, don't know if I have a better way of sanding these. These little files are kind of not great. It's like I need a TPU gasket in between them. Definitely need the screw in there. Let's see if we have a little screw here. M2x6, M3x6. There we go. That'll hold that shut at least. So that's good. Yeah, definitely need to sand down that middle. Could use sandpaper and a sanding block. I don't really have a good way of doing that here. Just have these little files, which I guess works, but not ideal. Trying to blow all the dust out. I mean, that's pretty good. It's 2.6 watts. It's definitely running air through the carbon portion. I think ideally I would have a little bit of tape over this just to block the hole. And like, I'm not too concerned that it didn't print like 100% perfectly. I haven't like messed with the Centauri Carbon's settings yet. And honestly, I just want to run ABS prints without exhausting it outside. I just want to filter my air. I'm gonna probably tape that upwards. you go, just blocking the holes. So now I'm getting 2.64 watts. That's definitely blowing air through the carbon filter. You guys can't tell. Don't have any like tissue paper or anything like that. Little bit of air leakage through the back here. Definitely there's high static pressure. But the real test is going to be if the Centauri Carbon still smells horrible when printing ABS. Seems like whichever one is on the wire side, sucking way more air. Now the other thing I need to do is mount this to some magnets, so I could just pop it into the machine and have it stay there. Looks good. Should work. Could use a bit more tape here too. Really, those wires are leaking a lot of air. There we go. So when I block the outlet, the current drops, so it's definitely blowing air through. Oh, got a leak of cold air here. I don't think this lid is all that airtight. All right, yeah, 2.14, 2.4 watts. So I'm pretty happy with the output now, but I can do more. I can just tape the whole lid. I really don't think I'll be servicing it often, and anyways, it's just better than breathing in styrene fumes. There we go. .16 watts this way, 2.4 watts this way. Perfect. So yeah, all I need to do is to rig this up in the Centauri Carbon, and then I'll give it a shot, see if it stinks of ABS or not. Hoping not. Hoping this is plenty good. So yeah. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'm starting a little headache, so I think I'm gonna end the stream early. So hopefully you guys will join me tomorrow and we're gonna try this again. Thanks for watching, everyone.